Father, as we hear your word, be with us. Let's talk about becoming an agent of change. Becoming an agent of change. I want to define what a change is. A change means to make or become different, to transform into, to pass from one phase into another, to bring variation or modification, to replace or change for another. So change is becoming different, is to be transformed. And as ministers, we advocate for positive change that will move people to greater heights of experiencing and knowing God's will. For example, the way of relating, the way of spending time, the friends and the characters will make us to become an agent of change. So the friends that you and wasu in the animal, they can make you not to become an agent of change, and also they can make you to become an agent of change. The people who you are related to, they can make you to become an agent of change, and also can make you not to become an agent of change. And so we must understand that becoming an agent of change, we should be transformed or passed from one phase to another. And factors that call for change. We want to talk about factors that call for change. We have spiritual awakening. We wake up spiritually for us to be an agent of change. So you should apply the spiritual awakening. Such generational factors, some things change with advancement and culture, and generation come and go. So some becoming an agent of change will make you be a different person in the city, in the country, in the village, in the community. Why people resist change? Why have you resisting this change? You can change from unbeliever to believers. You can change ukapinduka kuma wimutangiye ukaenda ukuye ukini no upinduke kuma ukini ukoka kukutangiwa. So change is to be transformed for you to meet Christ. So becoming an agent of change, you must change and respond to God's call for you to change spiritually. You apply the spiritual awakening. Why people resist change? Let's talk about why people resist change. Fear of facing the unknown. Fear of facing the unknown. They change that when they transform from the world and come to the church, they meet with different people. And this they fear of meeting with different people. Another one is skills and resources. Some churches has very much resources, very much monies, and so the person feel discouraged for the purpose be that he lacks the money, but the money are needed, and so he feel discouraged, and so people sometimes may resist to change from non-believers to believers. Fear of losing control, taking comfort on what has worked before. So I want to talk about if you as a Christian, you want to be an agent of change, then the qualities that can be seen in you are this. Have a vision of what needs to be done. Either now one you are when the week if you want to become an agent of change. And decisiveness, make and implement decisions. Courage and inspiration to bring change. Assurance of one's God's calling. Your assurance that is becoming an agent of change. Ability to take initiatives. There are types of people in the world. In this world we are in, they are different peoples, and those who make things happen. There are people who make things happen, initiative takers. There are those who watch things to happen, and there are those who ask what happened. Those are different peoples who are in the world today. There are people who make things happen. There are those who watch things to happen, and there are those who ask what has happened. Those are another characteristic is creativity. You apply creativity for you to become an agent of change. through the art of being creative and industrious, think, work. So another one is a willingness to grow through learning from changed self and from other people. Interact with growing people. Tukainteract na andu meukuthecha kuyendi, tukainteract na ene na indu, do not interact with them. They will make you not to become an agent of change. Attend relevant meetings. Kwesiendu utathite kuthi kwimboka utathite kuthi nikenda withie you are becoming an agent of change. Listen to tapes withikisya mbathi sya Ngai mautavanie kivathukangani. Read books, soma mautavania maingi ma Bible, soma Bible muno. Aya, ability to inspire and persuade others, be able to mobilize us and lead them nutonya with na we wa kutongwesya andu angi nikenda with you are becoming an agent of change. So as Christians and believers today, you must understand that for you to become an agent of change, you must respond to God's call, and you must have visions, you must make decisions that are correctly, you must be courageous, you must be assured that God has called you, and you have the ability to make initiatives and creativity. Be wise person for you to be an agent of change. So agent of change is to be transformed from one level, one state to another, to be transformed from one kind of life to another, to be transformed from one situation to another, to be transformed from one generation to another for the purpose of serving God. So becoming an agent of change will help you to grow spiritually, will help you to know the monetary spirits that have been monitored you, that you know there are monetary spirits, and for you to become an agent of change, you must understand that the strongholds that are in you can enter your presence with God, can make you not to reach God. Father, in Jesus' name, we have known to become an agent of change. Now, God, I pray that the listener will become an agent of change, will be transformed from one state to another, in Jesus' precious name.